Allie, the only person I know to call Suge Knight a nerd, right?
Right?
Who has the balls for that?
Yes.
I got all jittery just saying it. And can we delete that footage of me repeating it again? I don't want that out there. I don't want these out there somewhere. Come on. Come on. I'm a pulp guy myself. I left the list down there. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well, and you?
I'm so good. Thank you. All right. So now, Andrew, you are on deck. Sean, you're in the hole. I said that backwards, but you guys know. Third, second. V, are you ready? You ready to rock and roll? Everyone put your hands together for the very beautiful, the very funny V.
Woo!
You got that? Thank you, my friend.
Did you hear the? I heard this shit. Hey! Okay, I want to back up on stuff that I heard tonight, but I want to just get in on it. But I have to start here. You just turned 30.
I'm turning.
And you said you look like a teenager and you could be. I turned 60. I look like I'm in one of my 20s, so I could be a star on Freeform. That's my callback. Who else did I have one? Oh, dude.
Yeah.
So could he scratch his nuts? You left us hanging.
You know, sometimes I scratch them for him.
Okay, well, I needed to know that part. I thought you might. He seems like the type. How many times did that nigga say dick? He loves his dick. Yes, well, you know, in this moment. In the next moment, you might not. What else happened that I love? This is so much fun, you guys. We're still in mask living. I know some of us have it on and some of us don't. Remember in the very beginning, we were all so scared. We all thought we were gonna die, and everybody, what? Masked up, right? And then we were in lines at the grocery store, and you know, people would come up to me, and they'd come up real close, and I'd be like, back up, back up! And then they'd take off their mask, and I'd be like, oh, hey! I was safe. And then we were in mask, and the mask came off, and people would come up to me, barefaced it, close, and I'd be like, get away! I don't know you! And they'd be like, V, it's me! I go, oh yeah! You know, you learn how to recognize people by their eyes. And when the mask came off that first time, I had met a bunch of people who only wore masks. And when they came off, I realized I had attributed more beauty to many people than they actually possessed. I gave this one guy 2 more teeth than he actually possessed, one here and one here. And the worst part about it was I noticed it and it was like, he doesn't have those 2 teeth. And when that happens, you know, you like people. I didn't want him to notice me noticing him, no teeth. You know, because I really, when you like somebody and you know something displeasing about them, you don't want to hurt their feelings. I think he saw me see it. It was horrible. But that wasn't the worst thing that happened to me during mask living. I found out that I actually spit when I talk. Yeah, I was wearing a mask and I was talking and spit flew out my mouth, bounced off the mask and back onto my lip. And then I remembered I had seen people every now and then do one of these. So I have to apologize to all those people out there that I spat on.
It's okay.
I know, I didn't mean it, but on the upside, I anoint my saliva. So what they receive is a nice little holy sprinkle. Holy sprinkle from your girl, B. Yes, a holy sprinkle from me. But, you know, mask living, conducting business has been a trip, too. I don't know if anybody went to the bank in a mask. Okay, so I'm in the bank. Paperwork part goes good. Then the teller wants to engage in chit-chat. You know, we're in mask, and he's all friendly, and he goes, murmur, 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 murmur. That's what I heard. And, I've been there before. You say, did you say this? Did you mean this? And you go back and forth literally for 20 minutes. So I said, forget that. I'm going to speak back to him in the heart, which I feel he spoke to me. So, true story. I said, mur, 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 mur. Do you know he said, mur, 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 mur. I said, okay, mur, mur. We live in a murmur society. We don't give a fuck about words. It's all about the tone. You hear somebody go, mur, 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 mur. You're like, okay, I'm going to get over here. You hear somebody go, mur, mur. It's like, come to me here. It's like, okay, we're going to stand back and watch that one. That's just how it is. It's so crazy, And I kind of fit right in. I don't know if you guys saw the glint of crazy in this eye. I'm V. Everybody say, hey, V.
Hey,
Hey, y'all. I am the single mom of 2 autistic sons.
Wow.
Yes. Shoot me now. That's my glint of crazy. Yes. I love my children. They're awesome. I have one son who is verbal and the other one who's nonverbal. And the one who's nonverbal, if you don't know what he's talking about, things get really bad. Really bad. Holes end up in walls. Furniture gets broken. My laptop has done a backwards 360. Flapping in the wind. Yes, it's just autism shit. Just autism shit. Literally. I renamed it Poop Art. Poop Art, yes, because my son decorated our home with it quite frequently. It was wonderful. I take it no one here is familiar with autism. By a round of applause, who knows anything about autism? Oh my God. So it's a neurological disorder that impacts language and socialization and development. Yeah. And poop art. Poop art. Yeah. I would watch my son. And one day I came in and he was scribbling fast with the poop on the wall. But I caught him before he erased that advanced equation. Mama knew she had an intelligent son. That's the subliminal message in the poop art. And that's why one day it's going to be all over Times Square, people. All over. And then it's going to go over to Asia, to Japan, Tokyo Electronica, and everybody's going to say, Le Poupa. Then it's going to migrate south to South America, and everybody's going to say, Le Caca. Yeah, it's just autism shit. My youngest son really shocked me one day. You know how you put all of this effort into your children and one day you find out they actually have values. We were coming out of church one morning. Okay, it had been a good morning at church. Nobody got backhanded. Anybody old school get the bop? My mother named it the bop because the knuckles hit them teeth. It's like bop. Yeah, nobody got bopped. Nobody got pinched, Nobody got taken outside and shaken real good. Because when that happens, you come back in church and you're like, amen. Oh, yeah, it had been really good. So we're all headed to the car, walking down the lawn, everybody. And my son, I noticed, was fixated on this one woman. She had a baby on her hip. Now, he stems, means he does things to stimulate him. So he jumps and he flaps his hands. That's his thing. And I notice he's jumping near this woman and looking at her. And the baby's whimpering. Then he jumps and goes around to another angle. I'm like, oh my God, he's noticing this baby has a runny nose. And then he's like, and the baby starts crying. the baby had a huge diaper. The mother was not attending to the child. She was being neglectful. So I'm like, oh, my son is getting this. And so he came back over by us because the baby started to wail. And you guys, this is a true story. And so he comes over near us, and the crowd, everybody out front, everybody got quiet. My son all of a sudden zoomed across the lawn and slapped that lady.
Oh boy.
And the baby stopped crying. Yes, the baby stopped crying. Sometimes it takes the genius of a savant to run across a church lawn and slap a lady. I believe my son was being used by the Lord. Oh, yes, he did. You know why? Because they did not press charges. Mother of a black son. You know I was shitting bricks, because if the police had come, they would be taking me and the people over there and the people, you know, they like them 8-for-1 deals. But yeah, I know you're imagining us at a Baptist church with all cafe au lait, chocolate, and caramel people arrayed across the green lawn. It was a non-denominational church with multicultural people. My son slapped the white lady, y'all. I told you he was being used by the Lord. Hallelujah. And I've been big. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And thank you very much.
One more time for V, everyone.
Woo. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. All right. Moving along. In the hole, we have Johnny. Johnny, I'm going to butcher it. Last name, Vaneka.
Vanoker, you butchered it.
I butchered it.
Butcher it
I told you I was going to.
Keep butchering me.
Vanoku?
What?
Vanoku?
Vanoker.
Vanoker. Oh, that's an R. Looks like it.
I'm sorry.
No.
I butchered it when I wrote it.
That's okay. I should read better. Johnny Vanoker, you're in the hole on deck. Andrew Tyree,
Yes.
coming up to the stage right now. Get very loud, get very supportive. Very funny. Sean Kelly, everyone. Sean Kelly!
Thanks, Easton. Shout out Easton Alley for helping host out tonight. Really great, very supportive environment. Gotta love it. Give it up, guys. V, great up here. Great up here. Love the hair, V. Really gotta give it up. That's my dream. That's my dream hair. I always wanted an afro because I was a huge, and I still am. I'm a big Earth, Wind, and Fire fan. So Maurice White in like the '70s, like with that's my look, right? And I want that, and I can't. Now look at this shit, right? I look like an over-the-hedge extra. I'm what keeps landscapers in business. They take a look at this and they're like, see, this is why you need to hire me for your lawn. It's a very stressful event to go get a barber, to go get a hairdresser. I've been out in LA for 7 months. I haven't found my person yet. I had a person. I'm from New Jersey. I had a person there. I always went. They did it perfectly. Every single time I had a barber. It's a stressful event because it's your hair. It's what people look at. It's one of the first things people look at when they see you. Okay, so you have to find the perfect one. You have to go through a selection process. You have to try them out. All right, finding a barber or hairdresser is like electing a Supreme Court justice. It's there for a really, really long time. And either they die or they do something scandalous and have to leave. Now, there's 3 criteria to your barbershop and your hairdresser that you can leave them. 1, as I said, they die. Horrible, tragic events. It's bad if you love them, but if like one day they snipped it the wrong way, and you're like, whew, I gotta slip by the wayside there. 2nd is if you move away. That's the criteria I fell into. I have considered the 3,000-mile commute to get my hair cut, but you know, I'm not that rich. I can't fly in. It's too much. And then the 3rd is if they do such a bad job that you are forced to leave, that you decide. That's if like the Supreme Court justice had a scandal, and they fuck like a 16-year-old or something like that, and you're like, all right, I'm out. Let's go. Not that I wish pedophilia from my barber, but no, I haven't found that yet. I have to find that person. It's a really stressful event, and you go, what if they do a bad job? What if you don't like it, all right? I feel like I have to have a post-game press conference after every single time I get a haircut. I walk onto the stage, mics everywhere, and they're like, Sean, how was it? And I was like, yeah, well, I think he could have done a really great job in the 3rd quarter. We were about 15 minutes in, and I think that he took the razor a little bit south. It could have went north, and I think if he had done that, I think it would have been a perfect game. I think if we really clean that up, we're going to make the playoffs this year, guys. gonna make the playoffs. Yeah. But you gotta look good, right? Because Valentine's Day was this Monday, right? Yeah. Valentine's Day. Anybody love Valentine's Day? Who loves it? Yeah, that's right. It's good. It's a fun holiday, but it's too much of a pressure holiday. Why are we putting pressure on one day? All right, if we're gonna get real here, people come up and they're like, oh, I'm just trying to I'm trying to set this dinner for me and my girlfriend, and I really wanted this to be a special nice Valentine's Day. I was like, look, man. I was like, if she really loves you, all right, there shouldn't be pressure on one day. She should love you every day, and Valentine's Day shouldn't matter. Because if you messed up Valentine's Day, it's another 364 days to love you, right? That's right. And that's love. And let me tell you, but Valentine's Day is just all this pressure holiday. Imagine if Valentine's Day was the only day that you could profess your love to someone. It's like the purge of love, right? It's like that one day, and you're like, all right, man, look, I got 364 days to prepare to tell this person I love them. It's got to be a nice dinner. It's got to be like an after thing. We're going to have chocolates and flowers. We're going to fatten them up right before the sex. Like that's what we're going to do. It's Valentine's Day. Why is there pressure on Valentine's Day? I don't understand that. I wish it was just every day you love it, and you could just fuck up on Valentine's Day. And like, oh man, this wasn't as romantic as I wanted. I'm like, well, I got 364 more days to make it up to you, so let's get started tomorrow. Trying to, that's right. Yeah, there's, but finding less hard, man. There's dating apps are out there. They're real tough, right? They're real tough. I wish dating apps weren't just so picture-based because they're so sexual in nature. Right, so because when you immediately look at someone, and do not deny this, because I know it's true, when you meet someone for the first time, male or female, I don't care who it is, you look at them and you decide right there on the spot if you're going to have sex with them. If you would want to have sex, you scan them. You do a full body scan, and then you say hi, right? And you think about it. It's the first thing you think about it. You walk in and you're like, 100%. You 100% right? I'm going into Starbucks the other day, and I sit there, barista I've never seen before, right? And, I'm about to go pick up my order, and I walk up, and immediately, in that split second, that couple seconds, right, as we make eye contact, and I'm reaching for the cup, right, internally, I'm just like, confirmed, one half sex, thank you so much, nice to meet you, I'm Sean, this is really great, we really love that, but it's so hard with the pictures, right, I wish dating apps were like stand-up comedy, I wish I could give her my best 5, right, because I'm so good with talking, but in pictures, I look like such a dweeb. I look like someone they're like, I don't want to swipe on there. The face just really kills it. I was literally talking to some girl on Snapchat one time. I was real meta about it, right? I was like, I'm going to do Snapchat. I'm going to try to be cool. And we're texting back and forth, and I'm like, oh, I got this, right? The gears are turning. We're all first about to advance the second. Runners are going around the bases, all right? Game 7, World Series. I'm about to sit here and hit the home run. And then I'm like, let's meet up, right? I take that fucking plunge. I'm right in the water, and she's like, all right. Do you have like an Instagram handle? And I was like, fuck. That's it. That's game over. I gave her the Instagram handle, never heard back. She saw one picture of me, dropped out. And I was like, all right, this is now my point. That we're going to go the entirety of my life without you seeing my face. All right? All the dates, all the wedding, everything. Let's start right off. Boom, it's 2022. We got COVID. That's 30% right there. I'm wearing a mask all the time. We're going to cover nose, face. I'm going to get the N95 plus. It's going to hit my eyes, too. All right, I'm going to look like a bank robber. Let me tell you, we're going to go out to dinner. Ski masks. They're so cheap. You cut a couple holes in them. We'll both wear them at the restaurant, all right? So if you walk into an Italian restaurant at night, right, and you're like, oh my God, they're going to rob the place. And I'm like, no, sir, sorry. Not to alarm you, I'm just ugly. Just ugly here. I'm just trying to have a nice dinner. No, it's black. I switch my ski masks every time we go out. I like to keep my fashion on lock. We're going to go right to the wedding, all right? Everybody's got veils. We're both going to wear them. Both going to wear veils. We're not going to pull them up. We're going to kiss right through them, right? We're safe. We're never getting COVID. And they're like, Sean, you can't go your whole life doing that. And I was like, 100% I can. I was like, you know why? Because they know the age-old saying, love is blind. Love is truly blind. Been out here in LA for about 7-8 months now. It's wildly drastic from where I'm from. I'm from New Jersey, South Jersey, 15 minutes from Philadelphia. All right, that's right, damn straight. Give it up for Jersey. Jersey's the best, absolute best. For real there. Super real. Everybody has this premonition that New Jersey's mean. Well, they are. But we're real. I always say everybody from LA's nice but not friendly. But everybody from New Jersey's friendly but not nice. In LA, you're going to be here, and, let's say you have acne on your face. And you're in LA, someone's going to come up, and they're going to be like, oh, hi, it's so nice to meet you. Hi, hello. And then you walk away, and they're like, oh, my God, did you see that on his face? Like, that was crazy. Guess I'll never talk to him again. New Jersey, though, you walk up, you're going to be like, hey, how you doing? They're like, yo, what the fuck is that? What's Mount Vesuvius doing on your face? You're about to wipe out a whole city of Pompeii with that shit. Hello. All right, when are we getting coffee next week? They just move on. And they're nice and they're friendly about it. But I'm from New Jersey, and it's wild because it's such a blue-collar area. Out here's so not blue-collar. It's so much different vibe. Everybody's freelancing. Everybody's out and about during the day. Like where I'm from, it's a ghost town between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. That's it. Everybody's at work. You go to the gym, like in the middle of the day on an off day, you've got the whole gym. You can hit like 6 machines at once. Because nobody's there. But out here, it's not like that. My sister comes in and visits one time, and I come in and we're driving around. I pick her up. She's on vacation. It's a Thursday afternoon. I pick her up from the airport. We're out. We're sitting. We're getting lunch. She's like, looks around. I'm like, so like, how do you like it? Like the weather and the palm trees or whatever? And she's like, where the fuck does everybody work? I was like, what do you mean? She's like, they're not working. They're just sitting here. It's 12 p.m. It's a two. Like, why aren't they making money? And I was like, that's just how you're freelancers. They work months at a time, and then they go off. Like, she said, what do they do? I was like, they just exist. They're like, how do they make the money? I was like, I don't know. It's just here. They just own it. They have it. I would love to see people from New Jersey visit on like a bus tour to LA. There's like it's like a zoo. It's like the zoo out here. It's like to them you get like a zoo. A guy comes and shows you all the animals, and he's like, hello. Check out this exhibit here on the left. Yes, this is Los Angeles. We are at a Starbucks. Right now, this is the Starbucks exhibit with the wild Los Angeles here. And yes, before you asked, I don't know what they do. They just happen to have money, and they can pay for the $8 macchiato that they're currently having right now, and this egg white croissant that they're sitting here. They don't eat carbs like we do in New Jersey, but so I wonder that's why they stay so thin. Out, you see those two people over there in ski masks? They're just ugly. They're not actually gonna rob the place, so they're just actually ugly. Yeah, but no, it's actually a crazy thing. But finally, I'm gonna wrap this up. Single, I'm single, right? You would know that for one reason and one reason only, and that's because I own one pillow.
There you go.
It's right on my bed, along with all the other stuff that you would see, like sold at the yard sale, just littered on my bed because I got no one to impress. People are like, Sean, what if you need to, have a girl over? And I'm like, look, I'm not attractive enough for spontaneous sex. There's going to be a couple days before I know it's coming. I'm going to have time. All right, I have the pillow in my Amazon cart. The pillow's in my Amazon cart. It's ready to be purchased, right? So if I see it going, I see her coming out, and she's going to be like, Sean, we should go back to your place, have some fun. I'll be like, ooh, click. How about in 2 business days? Once I get my pillow. Thanks, guys. It's been fun. I'm Sean Kelly. Find me on Sean_Kelly1012 on Instagram. Give it up for everybody here at LASC. Woo!
We're Sean Kelly, everyone. Sean Kelly. V, you be safe tonight.
Thanks, V.
Who's up next?
God
Who's
bless
in the
you.
hole?
And I'll see the other
You're
guys
next.
time.
You were great.
There it goes, Andrew, you.
Also,
My bad. Yeah.
Andrew, yeah, you gotta be careful with the hole.
I know, I changed it last time.
Joking, you God bless.
Sometimes you gotta be careful with the hole. Gotta play it safe. Susan, Douglas, Claire, hello, you're our headliner tonight. I'm so excited to see you.
Really?
That's why I came tonight. I heard you would be here. Said Susan's gonna be here. I think Sean's a very good looking guy. He
Yeah,
needs
why
a
did he run out? I wanted to also tell him he's gorgeous.
Oh, well, save that. He posted a picture on his Instagram this weekend of him at work and was like, he's a stud. What's he talking about? It's with some babes. All right, Susan, you're the headliner. You're in the hole on deck, Johnny. But coming to the stage right now is Mr. Andrew Tyree. Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
I have to cheer for myself because V left, so I know it's going to be quiet now. I have to get it going. How's everybody doing?
Alright.
Good? Amazing. I started doing comedy to meet more white people, so what's up? How you doing? Nice to meet you. Not enough white people in my circle. Sean as well, he's not here. You know what I mean? Tell him I said what's up when he comes back. Yeah, and what do you say? It's Valentine's Day, or if you're Sean, it's Valentine's. Well, however you want to, I'm not the grammar police, but, whatever it is. Valentine's Day. Love's in the air. Married people? Any married people in the room? No? One? In the back? What's up, man? How you doing?
Perfect.
Good,
Perfect.
good.
Yeah,
Single
yeah.
people? Shut up. Don't care. Don't want to hear your enthusiasm on life. Okay, you keep that shit to yourself. Yeah, I got married recently. It's... No, that's not the right response. I read all the literature on it too. I read all the pamphlets, all the brochures. I know statistically how it's going to end, and I did the shit anyway. It's an asinine thing to do. I feel like a flat earther. You know, like I feel like I read what smart people said. You know, I saw the pictures in space. You know, like, and still I just like no, like the circular thing doesn't work for me. You know, now, what I'm saying is I understand anti-vaxxers. Okay, I understand. Like, you got the science, but fuck it, we're gonna do what we want to do anyway. That's how I ended up married here. Single people, I'm gonna tell you exactly what marriage means. Because I don't know if you fully understand. It means I took a woman who was minding her own goddamn business, took her to an island, and I said, hey, I'm 30. You know what I've never tried before? Monogamy. I've never tried monogamy before, but with you, yeah, maybe. You know, let's try it. And she believed me. Like, she went for it, like, all in, and is not fucking around. Had a paper for me to sign and everything. It's really crazy. Yeah, told her that my sexual exploration ends with you, and she said, deal. And I said I didn't know we were negotiating. If we were negotiating, I would have brought better terms to the table. I would have worked on that a little bit more. Yeah, had a paper for me to sign. It was crazy. The last time I signed a piece of paper that quickly was when I bought a fucked up timeshare in Vegas at the Westgate. Yeah, and both times the woman on the other side of the negotiating table was shocked at the deal that I went for. They were both like, really? Like, you're okay with this? You know. So if you're wondering who's still getting married and who's buying timeshares, me. I'm the guy. I'm the guy still doing this shit. Got out the timeshare, though. You know, it's hard getting out of a timeshare. Costs a lot of money. You got to get a lawyer. It takes a lot of time, investment. I got out of that. Still married. Still married. Haven't figured my way out of that shit yet. Yeah. Stuck. I feel like I'm stuck. Like I could get divorced, but I can't. You know, there are two main reasons why I can't divorce my wife. One, I love her. No, it's not voluntary. It's involuntary. It's unconditional, but it's involuntary. And two, I'm in a very weird financial situation. I said earlier I host a TV show called Beyond the Block, but I just started hosting that 3 years ago. Before, when I met my wife, I was flat broke. No money. Eating noodles, like... And now... What's up, Sean? Gorgeous, Sean.
Thank you.
I'm talking about my wife right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought I was gorgeous.
I mean, you are, but...
Thanks, man.
I'm married, so...
Okay. Hey, man.
Yeah, calm down,
I
sir.
want home wreck.
So, you know, listen, I love her. You guys clapped. You shouldn't have. And I'm in a weird financial situation. When I met my wife, I was broke, eating noodles. And now I have just enough money to where if she leaves me, she'll ruin me. And I'll be back to eating. And she knows that. And she doesn't say, like, I'll take half, but she holds, like, nutritional meals over my head. It's like a threat. Like, you won't get your nutrition if I leave. And it's not fair. It's not fair. Wrong amount of money is what I'm saying. Divorce is wild. People are getting divorced all over the place. Melinda Gates, Bill Gates, they got divorced a little while ago. That was crazy. Bill Gates was worth $172 billion. Melinda Gates left him. Now, I don't live in their house or anything, but I imagine the only help Melinda Gates gave Bill with Windows is opening one to let some fresh air in. I don't think she was really involved with the IP, is what I'm saying. She got $73 billion. He gave it to her. First thing Melinda Gates did was tell all the charities they agreed to donate to, go fuck yourself. I'm not giving none of this fucking money to you. And Bill Gates was cool. He was like, fine, take the money. Don't donate to the charities. It's fine. Can I please just have my last name back? What do you think Melinda Gates said? Right.
No.
She said, fuck no. And when I read that, that's when I realized why white women get murdered on such a high. It's too high. I don't want that for you. Like, I want better for you. And you know, I felt safe for a while because I'm like, well, my wife is not white, but she's Dominican and we've been in quarantine, so she hasn't been in the sun a while. So if you squint, kind of looking kind of white. You know what I mean? And it makes me nervous. Yeah, that was 5. What do I
5 minutes.
5? Okay, perfect. All right. What do we want to talk about? Curvy women are back in style. Yes. Shout out to the curvy. If you like curvy women, or if you yourself are a curvy woman, give yourself a round of applause because you guys are beautiful. I love you. I think for a while they were not in style, and that's kind of fucked up. I realized that I have a lot in common with curvy women too. I've always dated them. but I realized that the other day I got out of the shower and I was looking at myself, giving myself a once over, and I realized I have stretch marks. I don't know where they came from. I do. And, it felt kind of weird the first time I saw them. I always thought stretch marks came from, like, being big and getting small, or being small and getting big, but I've been the same size since 1988. So I don't really know where these stretch marks came from, but I knew how to handle it. Whenever I would date a woman, if she was curvy and she had any sort of body conscious issues, I would tell her, you're beautiful, you're thick, I love you. And these stretch marks are just braille that your body is using to communicate with me. That's what I would tell her. You like that, don't you? Whenever you want to. So I tried it on myself. I looked myself in the mirror. I said, hey, Andrew, you're beautiful. You're thick. And these stretch marks are just braille that you're using to communicate with yourself. It didn't work. So I said, okay, listen, here's what I need. I need somebody else to reassure me. So I called my wife in. I said, hey, babe, come look at this. I got stretch marks. She walks in the bathroom. The first thing she says is, let me go get my glasses. Now, this is not the answer or the response that I was looking for. I don't need you looking that closely, okay? So she goes, she gets her glasses, she pulls them down. My wife is a nurse. She pulls them down. She looks at the stretch marks as if they were like a mole, and she was trying to figure out if it was like malignant or benign. And she says, I still love you. I didn't know that was in question. I didn't call you in here assuming that our relationship was hanging in the balance. I'm very uncomfortable. We've been having sex in the dark ever since. Yeah, can't deal with that. What else I want to talk about? Yeah, Capitol riots were crazy. Capitol riots were wild. I remember watching the Capitol riots. First of all, how do you guys feel about it? Did you guys enjoy it? You think it's enjoy it? Yes, no? Capitol riots were kind of cool, entertaining?
Funny.
Cool, funny. Yes, this is what I thought. I was like, wow, this is kind of amazing. White people have decided they are so unhappy with the way things are that they're going to go murder some people, some government officials, and on the way, smear some shit, piss on some things, steal some valuable things. And I was like, this is, I mean, okay, cool. And then I remembered that black people had tried to go up to the Capitol 2 months earlier, and they called the military, and before you ask which branch of the military, all of them. They called the entire military out for 13 people. We did not get on the steps, but I watched white people go, try to kill some people, started about 10 a.m., they fucked up the entire Capitol, and at 6:30 they just clocked out and went home. Like, they just slid back to the house, and a lot of my black friends were mad. I was too, but not for the same reason. I was upset because if I knew they were going to get in, I'd have gave them my complaints too, because I got grievances. You know what I mean? And if you're going to get in and be able to talk to people, then take my shit in there as well. I think that's all I got.
Sure?
Was that 8 minutes?
You have a minute 30 left.
Oh, okay. Let's talk to some people. See, what were you? Oh, you were talking about some good stuff too. You were talking about monogamy being old as fuck, and it is. I agree. How do you feel about ethical non-monogamy? Have you heard of ethical non-monogamy? How do you feel about that? You think it's a thing?
I mean, I think depending on the people, it seems like something that a lot of people are getting into.
Yeah.
I feel like society has conditioned me where, I'm not sure if I'm fully comfortable with that,
Right.
but yeah.
Right. Okay. We can think about it.
Yeah.
And you let me know. Okay, cool. That's my time. My name's Andrew Tyree. Thank you for listening, guys.
One more time for Andrew. Andrew, I got in comedy to have more black friends. So
Hey,
look
look
at
at
that.
us.
For white friends, and look at us. We are friends. Susan, as mentioned, you are the headliner. Everyone, put your hands together. For slow clap, golf clap. Do you need some more time?
Who?
You. Are you
Oh,
setting something?
no, I'm fine.
Okay, everyone, put your hands together for the very funny Johnny Binoker.
He doesn't mean that. That's bullshit.
He
He doesn't mean it. I'm funny. And I'm not funny, to be quite honest with you. But I do got a couple of things I want to say anyway. First of all, I just come by here. I know. Let me take this off for the fun of it. Because obviously the pandemic is over, right? It's done, right? Fuck the people say fuck the pandemic. You see that now? But people, John, what are you wearing the mask? And I try to tell them I'm not wearing the mask. This is just the fucking way I look. I mean, in other words, back off, motherfucker. If I want to wear a mask, go fuck yourself. Don't bother me. None of you son of a bitch. that's not what I'm here for. Because I'm so admiring you. You are really the Italian stallion, as far as I'm concerned.
That's what they
Italian
told me.
stallion right there. I'm in love in a weird way. But I want to give you help. I just want to tell you, and I know you're very curious. Wow, that was the biggest yawn I ever saw. Oh, I will certainly never date you. Holy shit! I've never seen. Wow, that's the big freaking yawn. What's your name? Valua? What's your name again? Ali Baba, but that was a hell of a fucking yawn. And you know I like you. I gave her something for Valentine's Day. I had it in my pocket, and it was a bit to melt. And I said, fuck it, give it to somebody. And she was the girl. Nothing. Zero. And you know what I'm talking about. You talk about marriage, but you might be gay. Right?
I could be.
Possibly.
I
No.
haven't decided. I
I
haven't
don't
decided.
want you to tell me.
Oh.
Don't tell me. I just think you could be.
Could be, yes.
And you know what? You look like that guy from Ghostbusters. Did anyone ever tell you that?
A ghost?
No. What's his name? I'm great, and I love him. What's the guy from Ghostbusters? The original Ghostbusters. I know. Nobody was
Ernie
born.
Is he a black
Ernie,
guy?
right? You
White
look
guy?
like a young baby Ernie. I would say that to you.
Okay, I'll take it.
Use that when you're in bed with your wife. Don't even. I know.
Or
It's none of my husband. None of my business. This guy's great also over here because he's texting to nobody. He's the guy that's at the date and goes, oh, honey, let me just text nobody. He's texting nobody. Trust me, I know I do it. No, don't show me anything. And by the way, don't worry, you'll be here soon. That nurse is definitely the poster child for don't ever fucking go to a hospital. Ever. No. I mean, never. Don't wake up. Don't think about a hospital. Get better yourself if you want to live. I don't know if you know the nurse. And I do not like him. I was dying to tell him, but I won't say it to him off the stage. You're crazy, you're miserable, you're hurtful. Please, I beg and I pray nobody ever has to see you. Really. And then I would say to him, but I like you in a weird kind of way, but not in a hospital. Maybe at a 7-Eleven or something like that. He's horrific, the nurse. I have love in my heart, I do. Yeah, keep it up, Ernie. But I do love this guy. I do. The things I'm attracted. You know, when you're attracted to someone, those are the ones you hurt. You're. Wait a second. Did you say you were a therapist?
No, I see a therapist.
You see one? Because I was gonna say to you, you're a therapist. Bring a therapist in every day to talk to you because you're angry. And not in a bad way. You're angry for a lot of good reasons, I know. Did you mention something about short people?
Yes.
Yeah, why don't you just take a back seat? Okay, whoever you are. I adore you. And you do look a little French, you do. You look a little French. Yeah, but I don't want to go into it, but I'm very I'm very hurt that you pointed me out and said, I don't know about short guys. You don't have to know about me ever in my life. I still like you. No, it was personal. It was personal. You think when you say things you don't hurt people? Don't worry. I still love you, and whatever you're doing to yourself, gorgeous. You look beautiful. But don't ever talk to me again. This guy just completely zoned out. His mouth was open like, oh my God, that guy Vinokur is up on the stage again. Just relax and tighten your hat. Please, because you know what? You need help in self-confidence. You really do. No, you got, no, trust, no, you don't. You don't listen to yourself. You're miserable. But I still, no, please, don't answer me. Don't think you could come clean now. I watched you for 25 minutes saying how horrible things were for you. They're not horrible for me, because if someone says short, I'll point them out. I'll take them out to dinner, if that's possible. You know that I'm really in love with you, and stop laughing so much. I like you. Don't not like me because I know that you need a confidence thing, like a thing. We should go out with me one night. Trust me on this one. You will feel like and the next time you go on a date, you'll go, hey, I'm here, son of a bitches. Just get ready to rumble. That's what you need to tell the next woman you're in front of. I only say that because the guy behind the camera is going, holy shit, how much of this I got to take? Here's the deal. Good laugh. Did you notice that other woman that left with her laugh. Did you get it? It was the greatest. I was going to tell her. It was a laugh, space, another laugh. It was like Morse code laugh, and it was so phenomenal. I was going to tell her she could have come and done a whole deal up here, and just done it with laughter. Nothing else, not a word. She mentioned something about that, but she's a wonderful mother. That I love about her. I know she's with a kid with autism, and I know a lot about that. No, I'm not autistic, but guess what? I could be. People could mistake me for John. You're a little autistic, aren't you? Something's going. And I do know a lot about autism, but I think she's a super mom. You are a super mom, and so forth. But it's so great to be here. And the truth of the matter is, I don't belong here. I just need help. I'm doing a show in Las Vegas now. It's called Famous in Las Vegas. And I need... You know why that? You know why? Chocolate. I gave her a stinking piece of chocolate, and she goes, nobody gave me anything for Valentine's Day. Now, that's probably not true, but I like to think that if I give you something, I'm the only one who's giving it to you. Right? Right? It's just me. Right? My friends used to tell me way back when they said, Johnny, it's not just you, you schmuck. Don't you get it? It's not. No, but it is just me. It's not just you. Look it up. Have the person followed. Find out what's going on. How many minutes I got left?
You have 4.
Yeah, why don't you just shove it? I'm kidding. You know, I want you to say what you need to say, because you're a very funny guy, by the way. With the mustache and without. You are amazing. Seriously, I am turned on by you, just like you are, Ernie Hudson. Now, why I'll call you Ernie, by the way, just let me tell you why. I don't know your name, I don't remember it. But Ernie Hudson, it's said fondly. I love that guy. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a wonderful, wonderful person. And you're even better. But we should talk. Maybe I could help you a little bit. I can. If you spend a day with me, a night, a moment in your time, in your life, yes, you, with the beautiful hairdo, you will get help. I will help you. So all I'm asking you guys, I need help. I'm trying to reclaim my fame. Look it up. Find out who I am. Maybe I'm nobody. But I am in Las Vegas now doing the show, and I really need help. So maybe you could talk to me. I gave you chocolate, for God's sake. Help me, Al. Please help me. The Italian stallion. Please, I'm begging. Ernie, I'm just asking. Maybe you could get some advice from me. Maybe you could sing a lullaby or something like that. You know, who cares? I'm not choosy in life, and this is my problem. And what's your name again behind the camera? Anybody know?
Akil.
Akil. Who you texting?
Somebody for my Turo car.
And that's what they all say. Trust me. I text all the time, and I never tell the truth of who I'm really texting. You are a wonderful lady. We're going to get to see you. All you guys are so funny, and I get inspiration from all you. Seriously, I really do. I really want to go home to my wife now. By the way, there is no wife. Don't believe a short guy, and that's where you are. That's where you are. Don't believe the short guy. Take the short guy down. You're terrible, and I still like you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So please, if anybody wants to give me any help, I'm doing this show. I'm talking to big celebrities, and I'm asking them for help. It's Elvis Presley I met, who mostly Elvises are miserable out, and they're lookalikes. They're going, oh God, what am I doing? I want to kill myself. I want to kill you. But if you tip me, I'll say something in Elvis conversation. One guy, there's a whole Elvis deal. It's a charity, and it's like 50 Elvis there. I show up, and I'm in heaven because part of the storyline is I'm looking for Elvis. I finally find, okay, that's the light, right?
You have a minute, though.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you have a minute too. So I finally meet Elvis. He's great. And I look at him, he looks at me. Now, he's a performance guy, and he thinks I want his autograph or maybe to sing a song. And I said, no, Elvis, no, I need you. I need your help. You got to help me gain access. You got to help me get back on top again. And he's a performance artist, so he went along with the thing and he started singing. But listen, that story sucks. But Ernie, I love you. And don't talk to me later and say, John, if you call me Ernie one more time, I will take you down to John. I trust you. And I know people. I trust you. But you really hurt me. In a good way. I love you because you know what? You made me realize, shit, Johnny, you are short. Figure it out, you stupid son of a bitch. And don't curse about your own self because I need help too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a problem with saying I need help. And that's the problem with everyone. If you need help, get it. don't bother me because you need help and I will help you. I'm kidding. Stop it, the Italian stallion. Don't worry.
Italian stallion. I don't need no help.
I know you need no help. And thank you all very much for listening to me. Please give me help. Somehow write to me, Crashin' Johnny V, Crashin, Johnny V. Just write to me and tell me, Johnny, I can help you, even though you are a short guy. Okay, thank you very much, everybody, and have a great evening. Woo! God bless. Woo!
Yay!
Way to be, Johnny.
Johnny V, everyone. That is Crashin' Johnny V.
Crashin' Johnny V.
That's his
Johnny,
social
Go
media.
get your stuff, Johnny.
Johnny, you
my
left all your
Yeah,
stuff
you're
up
leaving
here.
the CVS up there with the film bottles.
That's so bad.
You look like you stole those glasses from the prop department of
I did.
casino.
No, you know what someone said to me recently? They said to me, not Barbara Streisand, they said, some female, I forget who, but they said, oh, those are what's-her-name's glasses. I go, you know what? Go to hell. But I forget who.
It looks like Harvey Keitel's glasses.
I was gonna say Harvey
Look like
Keitel
you're
or
an
maybe
actor from-
like
Yeah.
an old Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
You're taller than Joe Pesci at least, Johnny. You should be proud of that.
Not by much. but
Not
yeah.
by much. That guy's about as tall as my toe. Guys, before our headliner comes up, follow the LA School of Comedy on all social media platforms. Sunda teaches classes. They're great classes. You learn how to not only just write a joke, you learn how to find your voice on stage and become a comedian. And not only that, but a better human and performer. Please follow. Please enjoy yourselves. Guys, I'm real pumped about our headliner tonight.
I am too.
How could you not be?
Woo!
Words can't even put into words of how pumped we are. Susan Douglas Clare, you have an hour and a half to I'll light you at 9 minutes, and then just go from there. Everyone put your hands together for Susan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Johnny, I don't know where you've been, man. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to know. Trust me.
Yeah, and you know I always bring my own mic condom.
Nice. There you go.
That nurse had a very moist.
Keel made a statement saying that
Oh, I stay
I
far
need
away.
to know how to
That's
do it with one
elastic.
hand,
That's nice.
but I can't do that. I don't have that skill set, but I can't even move this.
You good?
Oh,
You smoke?
oh, you're too kind.
No, I got
And you are cute.
Oh, I appreciate that.
You
What are we gonna do? I
look like you went to my high school.
You got that mic on there? Where'd you get that? Was that Amazon Prime?
Amazon.
I'm gonna put it on there right with the pillow.
Yeah.
You want to get a double on there? Double up, or we take the the triple up?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
We'll
I'll
take
just
these
put
off. We take these off for you. We want it clean. We want it clean. Get that on there, right? Slide it on there. Slide it on there. Give it up for your sex ed teacher, guys.
That wasn't our first time either.
I've seen that.
Oh my God. I've got like all kinds of things on. First of all, thank you so much for staying, and thank you for the lovely introduction. I truly appreciate it. You are so cute.
Oh, thank you.
You're a cutie pie. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh my God. You have there's so much life left, you know,
Yeah.
for you to live.
Say.
You know?
Whenever
Check it
I was
out.
doing jokes about the 90s, I was
Yeah.
like, "Get out there till 98.
Oh wow, that's when I moved here actually.
Shit.
I moved here in '98, and I'm still here
Mm.
on this small stage. You know, I have an agent, and I get out, you know, going auditioning and stuff, and you know, it's been kind of a slow period, but it's kind of pumping back up. I'm not really good with technology and all that stuff, so it's been difficult trying to tape myself and running over this person's house and that person's house and asking them, can I see your medical card, please? You know, do you have COVID? Have you had your vaccinations? Because I don't want to be talking, you know, reading with somebody that, you know, is sick. And they're like, bitch, really? So I just go, okay. So I'm like, okay, let's just go for it. It's my audition. But, you know, back in the day, it was like, oh my God, every time this is why I wanted to quit. And I kid you not. I was literally quitting about 4 weeks ago. I said, I'm done with this. I'm just done. I can't handle it. I'm going to just continue singing, and I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to sing and I'm going to write, and I'm going to, you know, sell my projects and option some scripts. I'm gonna do that.
So
I'm
not
not
quit.
gonna audition anymore. I get what?
So not quit. That
Yeah.
doesn't sound like quitting.
Well, I'm gonna quit acting because I'm
Okay.
just like trying to study the lines, and these people are getting ridiculous. Especially these people at Disney.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to jump over a chair, then turn to the camera to the left, then turn to the camera to the right, and then give us a big smile, and then pretend like you're talking to a monkey. What the frick? I'm done with that. I'm just done. I'm sorry. Today I'm just like ranting, but I did have a little something that I want to work on. But yeah, so my agent, thank God, is technically inclined, because I'm not. So it's like at the 11th hour, I'm just like, look, I can't get this thing off my phone. It gets stuck. But anyway, Actors Access, when you, that stuff gets stuck and you're like waiting forever for it to be downloaded. And I had to run to the Apple store, and I have another job. And so, yeah, it's just been, that's just, just talking. So now that I've been talking about that, I just want to move on and, start. Well, first of all, last thing. I taped an episode of New Girl. You remember that show, New Girl? Is that still on?
Oh, it's on Netflix.
It is. It's still on. Okay. So I taped it. I sent out cards. I said, hey, I'm going to be on. My family, my friends. I'm just like, this is kind of a cool show, I think I'll tell people I'm on it. Normally I never tell anybody because I'm always on the editing room floor. I said, this time I'm going to make it. The director liked me, the producers liked me. It was just wonderful. I sent stuff out to, my nieces and nephews, my brother, my cousins, my aunt, my uncle, everybody, right? And my friends at church. And they started sending me messages on Facebook. We're watching the show and you're not on it. I'm like, oh my God. I'm so done with this. I've had it. And it was the episode, it was the birthday party. It was the episode right before Prince. Prince was on the very next episode.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, what the frick? So now I'm going to say that for the rest of my life. I was on the episode. I ended up on the editing room floor. It was the episode right before Prince was on. See, boom, I was there, but nobody believed me. But anyway, so, people are getting kind of weird these days with, there's been so many funerals and stuff, and, when I was in college, I used to kind of work at my godmother's floral shop, and her florist, and her husband my godfather owned a funeral home, like 3 of them. So it's like, okay, so, funerals have really changed these days. Like, I'm from Chicago, land of, thank you. Land of the gangs. Al Capone, you name it. So there's this one funeral home that we were kind of like in, competition with. And, they had lots of people coming through. And we're just like, oh my God, this place is always packed. But the people aren't inside. They had a drive-by where you say, hey, I'm looking for, John Doe, and all you do is punch it in and say you were there, and they show you his picture because there's a camera right over the coffin. Yeah, and then you can buy flowers and just rent them. So you rent them for that period of time, and then you give them to the next people.
Oh, I think that works.
So I'm just like, that is good. But now things have just gotten so explosive. Like in my family, it's like, you have to dress right, for the funeral, And anybody Jewish, we have one Jewish guy I know in here. So it's like, in the Jewish faith, they bury their loved ones within 24 hours, That would never happen in a black family. Mm-mm. It takes them 6 months to bring up their whole family from Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Tennessee, you name it. That's how long it takes them. And then, the morticians will, hold your body for ransom if you don't pay the bill. It's true. They're just like, no service for you. We will have your dude in the freezer. And so one year it was like, there was a big fight over the tie, my grandfather's tie. Oh, I think we should get grandfather a brand new tie. And I'm like, why? He didn't have a brand new tie in life. He liked polyester. That's how he rolled, you know. You know, kind of like a, you know, plaid looking polyester and jacked up tie and everything. That's how that dude rolled. Well, I got to get him a tie. So it was a whole thing about the tie, you know. So they finally, my father had millions of ties. He's like, I'm not giving that dead man my tie.
Hilarious.
So finally my cousin took off his tie and gave it to him. That joke is for me because I totally messed it up. That's Sunda's favorite joke, and it's from 20 years ago. But anyway, yeah, so now it's like the funerals today are just like so freaking crazy. So I go to a funeral, and, you know, the black funerals, I don't know if you've ever been to a black funeral. We are long-winded, you know? Just a little bit, you know, we get up and we talk and we talk and we talk. Well, this time it was like so long with the people going, and Auntie was this, that, and the other, and so, oh my God, she was beautiful, and I loved her lemon cake, and you know, they go through this whole thing about what she did for us, what she did, and you know, so this particular day, a mime came up and performed at the funeral, doing some. I'm like, what the frick is that? He's like, and doing this whole thing. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I mean, what the frick is that? Okay. That was just for me. Oh. And then there was the time my cousin sang, and she was just like, oh, yes, I've been singing for many years, and I've done this, and I've sang in the hall for, and I've just, and she started singing, my black ass laughed so hard, I fell off the pew. And everybody in my family got mad at me. I'm like, look, she can't sing. Like, okay, it was just like when in my cousin's wedding. My cousin had a Disney wedding. They were like big Disney people. He had he used to run the Disney site in Florida, Disney World or something. So, you know, we had like little Disney wedding and all that stuff. And, you know, they had like little animals, you know, like cartoon, whatever you call them, animated stuffed animals on all the tables instead of flowers. But during the service, this sister came up. And I said, oh, wow, she's really going to blow. And she opened up her mouth and she said, someday my prince will come, someday. And she sounded just like a cartoon character. And I laughed my ass off and I fell off the pew again. So it's kind of a running thing in the family. Sit Susan in the back because she's going to laugh and fall off the pew. But anyway, you guys, I think my time is up. You guys have been wonderful. Just last joke, you're talking about, do I have like a 30 seconds? Okay. So I hear all this talking about short, you're short. I have either short or tall people in my family, and I happen to be short. My mother would say, Susan, why are you so short? So I'm going to tell you something. I went to 23andMe, and I found out that I am related to the Pygmies.
Wow.
Yes, they're my cousins. And I wish my mother were alive today to tell her, Mom, see, I'm a pygmy. It's not because I started smoking at 10. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
That is the mic. What part of Chicago are you from?
South Side.
I'm from South Shore.
Really?
Yeah.
Where in South Shore? I lived on 32nd and
I was
King.
born there. I moved to Lakeview. I guess I should say I'm from Lakeview, really.
So you lied.
I was
Okay.
born in South Shore.
My family on 70th and Euclid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right off of.
Good pizza over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
That's
South
about
Shore is
it.
a lovely place.
Guys, this is the LA School of Comedy open mic. Give it up for yourselves. Give it up for Sean and Allie. They're always here. Give it up for Akil. He helps make this happen. He's doing good work back there. He's the guy. Follow us on social media at LA School of Comedy. That is every handle, if I'm not mistaken. You'll see the flyer for a show coming up. I'm sure Sunda's got shows all the time. Plug your shows if you don't. have one coming up, go support a show. It's that easy. Support each other. That's it. I'm done. I'm just waiting until you guys stand up.
What's your name?
Easton Gage.
Easton. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
I'm
too.
Susan.
Hi, Susan.
It's a great action.